Extra, a Portland nonprofit dedicated to providing a safe space for grieving children, is now resuming in-person meetings for one of its vital programs.
Yeah, the Dougy Center, which you can find over at Southeast 52nd and Francis Street in Portland, has returned to face-to-face support for its Esperanza program. It's a unique Spanish-English language peer support group for the Latinx community. So joining us now to tell us more about this program and how it's an important resource for local families is Christina Cipriano, Director of Equity and Community Outreach for the Dougy Center. Good morning. Great to see you.
Good morning.
Appreciate the time. Yeah, glad you're here. So this is a really important program for a lot of different reasons here. But first, let's kind of set the table here. Remind us exactly what the Dougy Center does and why this program was something that was such a focus to bring back here.
Absolutely. So Dougy Center offers free, I think that's the key word here, free peer grief support groups for children, teens, and families before and after a death. And we're keen on providing support to our families before and after someone has died in their life. Dougy Center is the first of its kind in North America and arguably the world to provide this type of safe environment for kids and teens who have had someone in their life diagnosed with an advanced serious illness and following that support after someone in their life has died. And so in terms of our Esperanza program, what many of us knew, and I think the pandemic really highlighted for us, is that our historically marginalized communities have been disproportionately affected by grief and by death and folks in our communities who have been dying. And so Dougy Center has been trying for years to offer our Spanish language services for our Portland Latinx and Latino families, and we are now really excited to be able to say that we're offering it in person for families who speak Spanish and their kids who may be bilingual.
Well, I think that's, one of the things that the Dougy Center does so well is offer that peer-to-peer support and that space where you can be with others who understand on many levels, what you're dealing with. How does having the Esperanza program in a bilingual setting also help with that support and understanding?
So I think it's really centered around our language of our hearts, right? There is a heart language that we hold, each one of us, and being able to provide a space where you don't have to overthink, what am I about to say, in a group of people who get it, who understand the complexities of the language and also culture and lived experiences in a room with one another. I've often had some of our Esperanza families share, right, that Dougy Center is the one place where their person, where they can come and talk about their person with people who get it. Often Dougy Center is their family away from their family that understands and gets what it means to be grieving in today's world.
Yeah, it's so important.
It really is. And so is the need for volunteers. Yeah. I mean, you have to have people that can be a part of this process. What does that need for bilingual volunteers look like right now?
Absolutely. So in efforts for us to be able to offer our services completely free of charge, we are highly reliant on our volunteer facilitators to be willing and able to sit in our spaces and be with our kids and our teens and our adults. At the moment, in order for us to be able to offer Esperanza, we need more bilingual volunteers who are willing to hold space. We provide training and lots of support and able to know how do you do this and how do you sit in the group. But I know that can be interpretation for folks of like, I don't know if I can. And just rest assured that we provide the training completely free and just ask for our volunteers to commit a year to meeting every other week with our families.
Yeah, it really is just such a vital service for so many folks in the community. Such a great way to get involved. Christina, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to learn a little more about this program and great to hear that it's making a return to in-person meetings as well. That connection is so important.
Thank you so much for having me, and we're really excited to be able to share this news.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a big deal.
And if you'd like to get involved, you can learn more about the Dougy Center's Esperanza program, including how you can sign up as a volunteer. Go to dougy.org for more on all of the wonderful services that they can provide for families here in our community. It's